Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigger Than Race. Exposure to all things truth, whether you like it or not, with unique perspectives from different beings from all walks of life. This is Bigger Than Race. Investigate truth on your own terms.
Welcome back to Bigger Than Race. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Hopefully the sound is on point today. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Happy hump day, as they say. Put a hump in your back. We're going to get this money. But how am I sounding? We good? We're going to get this ball on the show on the road. But before I do, you know I have to get in the groove. And we just going to have to do it how we do it over here. We like to remain authentic. And with authenticity comes playing what you want to play to get the vibes right. You dig? Let's go.
I said, oh my dream, let me do my dance. I got all of these girls in a rave on the top of France. Big back with the cycle shots, look at that top of France. I got all of these eyes, don't even let me do my dance. I said, hold my dream, let me do my dance. I got all of these girls in a rave on the top of France. Big back with the cycle shots, look at that top of France.
Big news happening in the space. All kind of bullishness is going on if you can see it. If you can see through the smoke, you can see the opportunity. People might think this crypto, I can't even think of it right now, but whatever Biden was talking about earlier, they think it's a bad thing, but this is a wonderful thing. This is going to bring clarity so that we can move forward. We already know that crypto was chosen. We know this is a new asset class. And everything that we're seeing play out is just so they can move the ball down move the ball towards the post. We're talking about the roadmaps that they have set up, just like some of these crypto projects. They are moving the masses down the road. And this is very bullish. Like I said before, my group, in the community, the Patreon group, we already know this is the year of the six. This is an important year to these occultists, these powers that be. They love this 3 and a 6. So what we know is bullishness is going to happen in this market. I predict by June, we're going to see a lot of craziness. But good things, upside. The market cap is going to increase. Higher lows are going to continue to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So your timing on when you get in and your ability to be able to withstand volatility will be your benefit. Patience always wins the race. They told you from when you was a little kid that the tortoise won the race. Now, I don't really mind being slow, going at my own pace, because that's how you get things done right. By building on fundamentals, not on hopium. Now, there's a lot of stuff that we have covered in the past that is now coming to pass. And, you know, a lot of things people don't normally see until it manifests itself outwardly. Then they'd be like, oh, he was right. So regardless, we're going to touch in a bunch of different things in the metaverse, gaming, and things that are moving along in some areas that we've already spoke of. And you can always fact check that on previous videos. But good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. We're going to go ahead and share this screen and get straight to it. Yeah. So first up on deck, many of you probably remember LimeWire. It's a file sharing site. It returns. And guess how it returns? It returns as an NFT marketplace. So we have more adoption of these traditional companies jumping onto the Web3 blockchain, updating their systems and how they're doing things because they want to have a place in the new world, which is actually being built right now. So LimeWire for millennials signified an era, wild west of file sharing. I know LimeWire because I used to use it back in the early 2000s. And I know if you are, my age or older, you probably have used LimeWire as well. So LimeWire is coming back. On the next bullish information, Billboard and Universal Music Group launch NFT artist chart stars. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we know Universal Music Group is partnered with Seek. So is Warner Brothers Music Group. So we can see that they are continuously building this out right in front of you. And many people, masses we're speaking of, they don't even know that these protocols are running right on the background. So you have Ellen's show. They're famous for bringing Seek VR headsets to the crowd, the audience, and they don't even know. They just scream, get a freak out! They don't even know why they're screaming. Meanwhile, we getting all this money in the behind the scenes, buying up these protocols that Facebook is partnering with, right? Meta. And we are positioning ourselves. We positioned ourselves when it was under a penny. It shot up all the way over $1. So what you think? We get into this money, but we do it in a way that is fundamental, and it just breeds success. Because how can you ignore what's plain in black and white? You can't. So we see Universal Music Group is coming on along. The Chart Stars is Billboard's first scalable NFT project aimed at music fans. And choosing to partner with Universal Music Group, they have access to world-class roster of artists. The list includes BTS, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, ABBA, and more. Furthermore, Universal Music Group has embraced NFTs for a while now and understands the landscape. They have seen great success with Curio and wearable avatar Metaverse project. Bored Ape Yacht Club Music Group Kingship has a contract with 1022 PM, UMG's next gen Web3 label. So they are already telling you that they are bringing the new music labels, which is on the blockchain, just like Snoop Dogg is bringing Death Row to Gala Music. Now, there's a lot of bullishness going on in music. If you know and you're privy to what's coming, and the only way you would be able to do that is if you are in the Patreon group. Join it, ladies and gentlemen, join it. This is for you. It's to help you, It's actually to guide you so that you can avoid pitfalls and mistakes that you don't have to go through. Learn from somebody who has already made it to where you want to be. Stop following these fly-by-nights that don't even got what you got. Okay? Reload it. Moving on along. Wranglers. I know some of you used to wear Wranglers jeans back in the day. Your mama didn't want to buy Tommy Hilfiger, so she took you to Target or Walmart and took you to Kmart, and you had to get off the rack and get your goddamn Wranglers. Now, Wrangler Metaverse wearables for Decentraland are just the beginning. We have Wranglers, ladies and gentlemen, being born, reborn. They already been born. People buy them, Cowboys and, nothing wrong with Wrangler jeans. I had Wrangler jeans as well. But this is coming to the Metaverse. And let's just take a sneak peek. I mean, this is just bullishness. And, while we're looking at these Wrangler jeans real quick that are wearables on Decentraland, let's just have a listen at the same time.
I got one of these guys on me when I do my jobs. I just linked to bro with the
Now check me out here. Invest in culture. Mr. Wrangler icon. Oh shit. All right, that's the wearable. We see it. Okay. You can get this for 0.3 ETH. He over there breakdancing and everything. Beautiful. Let's see what else they got. Anyways, this is the only one they have. So if you want to relive your excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. if you want to relive your childhood memories of going back in the day where you had to buy Wranglers, go ahead and buy this NFT. Now, moving right along to sports, I'm just showing you the evolution of how fast and rapid this blockchain, Web3, Metaverse, gaming, play to earn, all to earn, CBDCs, underlying protocols that are going to run the world, eventually that is running and owned by China. Ooh. Now, the NBA unveils a new Metaverse coach. The NBA has announced a new Metaverse coach, Coach Knapp, through a message from league commissioners Adam Silver. This was a part of the NBA's All-Star Weekend events. The coach was first unveiled through an Instagram video posted, which sits at 1.3 million views in 17 hours. Let's take a look at this video here, ladies and gentlemen, and see what the NBA is trying to bring to us. Let's go.
Coach Nat, rather than communicate by Zoom, to come down on the stage and demonstrate to everyone what you're able to do at these clinics.
Hello, and thank you, Adam.
Holy cow. I mean, we'd heard a lot about him during the pandemic, but I'd never stood next to him.
My role is to help coach, train, develop the next generation of NBA talent. I know all the best moves and am untethered by one single dimension. I can even make a free throw.
Before you leave, anything else you can do that you want to show the audience?
I can even be the real Superman.
Sounds like Shaq. All right, NBA. Sounds like Shaq. And I know that Shaq voice. But why are they bringing him back as a coach? What are they trying to even tell us this? What are they telling us? Because they always tell you what they're going to do before they do it. Could they be telling us that Shaq is on his way out? I don't know. I don't predict that. I don't hope that. But, I just got to call it out what I see. And, we have to remain authentic. We got to call out these truths, man, because they try to bamboozle you right in front of your face. Just like they did with the C word. Look at it. Now all of a sudden the shit don't matter no more. You ain't got to wear no goddamn mask. Don't exist. But the next one is going to come. And it's going to put us back. Locked up, won't let me out, no. Locked up. Let's keep it going. Now, remember, the Metaverse launches the world's first virtual cemetery with memorial stone NFTs. This is how you know this is becoming very real. And the masses are not privy to this because they're not following the money. And most of them, they don't read. They say the best place to hide information is in a book or a magazine or whatever. People don't like to read. You could tell them information right in a message in written form, and they still cannot comprehend and grasp the full message because people are living too quickly. You're living in a hot pocket lifestyle. You're not slowing down. You're not meditating. You're too busy trying to get regulated on other stuff. Stuff that doesn't even matter. This whole Ukraine geopolitical stuff, they want you focused on that. I want you focused on the money, where everything is leading to, because that's where they don't want you at. We got to play our game and let them play theirs. Okay? So if you're dying in this new Web 3.0 Metaverse future, you have a cemetery already there. You might as well buy your plots, NFT plots right now. We can get the headstones right now. It's only going up in the future. Shit, the average cost of a funeral right now is about $15,000. Make sure you have life insurance. You too busy worried about the next crypto to buy and you ain't even got no damn life insurance. You die, everybody don't know how to get the goddamn crypto. Now you don't even have no life insurance. So everybody just fucked up. I knew he had a couple $100,000, but I can't get to the motherfucker. He didn't want to tell me the password. You know I ain't lying. You know I'm not lying. Most of you don't even have everything in order as far as protection. Not thinking how to do these things. If you want to learn, join the Patreon group. Now, moving right along, 6 degrees of separation. This is the world we live in. Connecting the dots, seeing what is underneath the sun and not what's just always in plain sight. We got to go a little deep. So we did some deep digging. Zynga plans their first NFT games. Web3 acquisition in 2022. The mobile gaming giant expects to announce partnership with and possible purchases of blockchain firms by the end of the second quarter. Now, this was also in February, but still bullish. After announcing this blockchain gaming push late last year by partnering with blockchain infrastructure company Forte, mobile gaming giant Zynga is building out its team and readying the launch of its first non-fungible token NFT games. The growth will also include more alliances, partnerships, and potential acquisitions that will be announced before the end of this year, second quarter. Matt Wolf, Zynga, Vice President of the Blockchain Gaming. We're fully tuned up to do an acquisition on the Web3 game publisher side, said Wolf, who took over the blockchain gaming reins at Zynga in November without specifying potential acquisition targets. We've got a long history of growth through acquisition. So basically what they're telling you, because they're trying to make it look like Gala and Zynga are separate, but you got friends of Zynga buying out Gala, like from the creators of Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. So you can see that they already, because what they're also talking about in here is Zynga initially gained name recognition through popular Facebook-based social games like Farmville. The move into blockchain gaming offers future proofing for the company, said Wolf. However, Zynga wants to make sure it's fully prepared while making the leap. So basically, they also go into talking about how they're going to bring out games that resemble older games. So what we already know, that Townstar is a derivative of Farmville. See, this is how they do. They do all this shit, make it look separate, but they still all connected in cahoots, still wrapping around, tying up contract acquisitions, making moves to solidify all this. I guarantee you that there's a partnership coming with Zynga and Gala. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? If we know where gaming is moving towards, we know the connections, the 6 degrees of separation. They work with Facebook, one of the biggest on Facebook. We also know that a Zynga member is also partnered with Seek. And we know Meta just partnered with Seek. 6 degrees of separation. Come on. Don't nobody out here in crypto land call it like we call it. We can see it before it happens. That's why we are where we are. And let the masses of crypto, because you know you have the masses and you also have the elite club. We're an elite class. We're an elite group of people. And I don't mind not having a whole bunch of followers. I just want to help the people that need to be helped. And we are doing that, literally changing our lives with freedom, real freedom. And operating with the right mindsets so that we can actually keep this wealth. Now, moving on along, still covering the Zynga. Zynga NFT game is confirmed to release this year. Okay? Zynga best known, we know, for Farmville and CSR Racer. But Matt Wolf, Zynga's VP Blockchain Gaming, said we have to be really careful and actively listen and deeply understand who the cohort is that are consuming these blockchain games right now, who are collecting these NFTs. Basically, Zynga plans to expand its current blockchain gaming team from 15 to up to 100 employees by the end of this year. Just recently, Take-Two Interactive announced plans to acquire Zynga for $12.7 billion, which they did, right? Talking about the company's NFT-based gaming plans, Wolf stated that the upcoming blockchain-based games will be brand new titles, according to him. It doesn't make sense to start adding NFTs into existing games like Farmville right away. Besides, Zynga has entered the sometimes continuous blockchain-based gaming sector more aggressively than many other traditional gaming companies. Given that hesitation has been a common denominator among gaming studios, as cryptocurrency-related features have frequently elicited a backlash. Some players believe that companies are simply looking for new ways to extract money from their customers. But unequivocally, Wolf has stated that the company's game developers will always have the option to opt in or out of any NFT plans. Despite the criticism, Wolf sees NFTs and blockchain technology as the logical step in Zynga's evolution. The game will provide tokenized systems enabling new and more realistic forms of value, ownership, and wealth creation for gamers. And this is what the gamers of traditional world are not understanding. They have been so bamboozled of being a pauper, a slave within these gaming ecosystems. When something comes along to give them some freedom, they deny it. Now catch that on Fleet. Do you see the manipulation of the mind? This is how they dupe us. This is how they do us. They trick you into not being able to have any real ownership within these games because they own it all. All you're doing is pouring in money and not getting any return. And now here you have something that comes along that's going to give you some opportunity to earn. Have some ownership of these assets that you have had ownership. Have some ownership of assets that you never had ownership of in previous gaming ecosystems. These gaming systems have always had some form of currency. That's why it is an evolution, and it is the logical step for the gaming world. So if you're smart and privy to the information of where things are going on these trends, you better get your money lined straight up. You can't be operating all emotional with these markets. The markets go up, your ass happy. The markets go down, your ass sad. That's a bad way to live in crypto. You got to be cerebral. Let all that shit go around you. You don't worry about none of it. You stay focused on the plan, especially if you got a job and you can keep putting money into the market. This is the best time. This is where millions are made. What you talking about, man? Let's go. Mobland, ladies and gentlemen. We know everybody likes gangsters. Everybody want to be a gangster. And we especially know people in the metaverse are going to want to be gangsters too. Because, you know, there's some people on YouTube who think they gangsters. They ain't nothing. Just talking hot air in the chat box. But people are going to want to play this. People are going to want to be a mobster. This is like some GTA type stuff. Next level blockchain gaming. Investors, Superpower, Merit Circle, Justin Khan, Robin Chan. You see him. Co-founder of Illuvium, Annie Mocha, Spartan. You see it. Let me turn on this air real quick. It's so beautiful. I can turn on the AC from my phone. It's getting a little steamy in here. Okay. Also have Republic, Superfarm, Unix Gaming. I mean, Yield Guild, Perion DAO, GuildFi, Binance NFT, Terra, Fractal, CoinMarketCap, Alluvium. Ooh, I got to buy some of this. And it dipped to about 5-6 cents. So if I were y'all, go check this out. It has staking, marketplace, governance coming. Big stuff is popping. Ooh, is it coming? So also on this next video, I wanted to play this because you got to be able to break down what you see when key influencers or key public figures go out speaking, especially after you had Biden come out and then announce the crypto plans coming up. So let's take a look at Brian Brooks, and break down this little news segment.
Joining us now, Brian Brooks, CEO of BitFury, the Bitcoin miner. Brian, takeaways for the industry? Looked like the market liked it.
Sarah, there's no question the market liked it, and I'll tell you, this is a historic day for the government because this is the first time that the government has not just looked at the risks of crypto, but compared the risks of crypto to the risks of the current system and asked what could be better. That is a big change.
We just talked to the Commerce Secretary a little bit about it. I think also the notion that the U.S. wants to be competitive when it comes to digital currencies is interesting. It's a strong statement in light of what we got from China, which doesn't seemingly want anything to do with it. So what does that look like to you?
It's really interesting, Sarah. I think a lot of people have taken the wrong lesson from China. So it's true that China banned Bitcoin mining and it banned individuals from investing in cryptocurrencies. But China's pursuing a different blockchain path. China's pursuing the central bank digital currency path, which means the government will build its own blockchain and they will dominate the financial sector for their people. And the alternative, which is being looked at around the world in places like Germany and the United Arab Emirates, Singapore, some of these real growth economies, is they're focused on how do we put financial power back into the hands of users. And I think that's the direction the president's executive order seems to suggest today, which is a very good sign.
What would you list if you were kind of saying, here are the things I feel are most important that eventual regulatory approach not take or take at this point? In other words, what was perhaps the industry most fearful of, or what would do you think be least productive if the government were to take more aggressive measures?
Well, look, I think the things that the industry has been most fearful of for a while is that, first of all, the knee-jerk idea that crypto's new and therefore it's risky and bad. And what's really unique about the executive order today is it says it's possible that crypto projects might be more inclusive or better for consumers than the present banking system or the present investing system. That's a really big deal, and it's very different from how it might have been.
Oh, that's very big. And we know that in fact is truth. Crypto blockchain is 1,000,000 times better than the regular financial system and everything that the regular financial system has to offer. And you can all attest to that if you're making money in crypto. If you've already changed your life, if you already have made way more money than you put in, you understand that is true.
Have turned out. And the other thing crypto people are very worried about is the idea that we'll move into a world, and like the Canadian trucker protest is an example of this, we'll move in a world where governments can just simply shut down your bank account, prevent you from using the money that you've earned the way that you want to. Many people believe that crypto is an alternative to that because it's a user-controlled financial system. And again, this executive order seems to be open to the idea that we don't have to go down a government-dominated path, that we might be able to go down a user-controlled path, which is much more consistent with our democratic values and really critical at this moment in history.
Has Bitcoin proven anything about its worth and use in Russia when it comes to navigating around sanctions?
Well, I mean, 100%, but less about navigating around sanctions and more about supporting the Ukrainian people. So, my company has 50 people who live and work in Ukraine and are currently on the run from an invading onslaught. What we've seen is...
Now, do you think that was any coincidence that he just happened to say that, we have 50 people in Ukraine? None of this is coincidence. I'm surprised he didn't say 60, because you know how they love their 6. Let's go.
Tens of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum principally have been donated around the world to crypto wallet addresses that the Ukrainian government set up. So we see how important Bitcoin is to refugees fleeing war zones. We saw this previously in Venezuela, in Bangladesh, and now we're seeing it in Ukraine. I think this bit about it being a way around Russian sanctions is really overblown, and even the Treasury Department in the last 2 days has said they don't see evidence of that for obvious reasons, and that's because blockchains are transparent. It would be way too easy for us to see that.
You know what I think, Brian? I think that all of this was a setup. Cause the problem, bring in the solution. Showing everybody that blockchain is beneficial for all the needs. Look how fast they got that money over there. The government set up the wallets. We sent over money. Justin's son sending over money. All these people, the world sending over money. And I have to play devil's advocate here. How do you and I know that what they are showing on the TV screen is actually what is happening over there in Ukraine? Tell me. Because I know that they make things look like it is on the news, like it's something, but it's really a hoax. I know that they control Hollywood. So if they can make something look real in Hollywood, and we know that you have these deep fakes and all these things, come on, ladies and gentlemen. It don't take a rocket science. The masses can fall for anything. Shh, they fell for let me not even say it. I ain't even gonna go there. Some people gonna get hot. But the masses fall for anything. So you know, just like I know, that if they see it on the TV, they're gonna believe it. It's just a fact.
And there's no evidence of that yet.
You mentioned that there was a sense there that maybe there would be a knee-jerk regulatory response because Bitcoin and crypto are new and therefore seen as risky. But isn't there also a legitimate criticism, or at least a question, that the prevailing interest, if you looked at a typical interest in this area, it is in speculation, and I think there's also some hesitation around products that are meant to look like traditional financial products, whether they are deposits giving you a high yield, that really are not as safe as the existing ones. And how do we navigate around those things?
Well, I guess I'd say a couple things about that. So first of all, the concept that crypto is principally for speculation probably made sense 5 years ago. But at this point, we've got payment networks being built around stable coins on various protocols that are so much faster and cheaper and quicker to settle than the current system is, that I think it's starting to become clear what crypto is about, and it isn't really principally speculation. That's really what all of these layer one protocols are showing us.
And he's talking about the USDC that is running on these protocols like Stellar, like Algorand, like Hedera Hashgraph, like Solana, like Tron, like Ethereum. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about these assets all along. And we know that Stellar is in the mix of all of it.
I think that as much as anything, there is a belief that what we need is a path for crypto projects that people are investing in to be registered, to be disclosed, et cetera. And the strange limbo we've been in the United States over the last 5 or 6 years has been the idea that if in fact your crypto, then it's almost by definition illegal. In other words, if you're a crypto project that is a security, there's been no.
See, what they did right there is blocked it off, so they didn't give out that info.
You have to register your security the way that a traditional security would register. And when I take an executive order, we're going to fix that. We're going to give a government-wide path for legitimacy.
So basically, that's what regulation is going to bring in. A legitimate path so that we can really, be comfortable, so that other people can be comfortable. When we're talking about other people, we're talking about these these companies and businesses that are on the fence of getting into crypto. Lakin Drake Smith, I appreciate the 1999 super chat. Boom! Shout out to the new elites. You already know we are the elites over here, and it's sad that there's so few of us, right? But that's how the elites are. How many of them is it, and how many masses are there? I know for a fact, and we can say that because we know on our end that we are the elite. We are already making millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars a day, week, month, money on top of money. We're in the best assets. We know the assets that's going to boom. We are ahead. We're in shit before everybody else is. And then once everybody starts talking about it, we already done made all that money. And let me come in real quick. I got to see myself big on the screen. The preacher man preaches as usual. Listen, yeah, I don't think so. AMF. I said the same thing. Everyone just had one big watch party. All these NFTs are shit. Don't waste your money. I don't think all the NFTs are shit. I do think that a lot of them are going to bring real value, especially a lot of these with these AI built in, that are going to bring regular PFPs to life. That's going to take on a form of itself. We're going to be able to do so many things with it. We don't know how certain NFTs are going to move in the future. We can get a glimpse by having that vision, but a lot of projects are bullshit, but you have to be able to sift through to get to the real ones. And Alethea AI is a real one. And we're up early on that. Now they got a token out. You better get up on that too, boy. You better get on it, girl. Alien, whatever you might be. All the avatars look like Shaq. Oh, yeah, you're talking about for the NBA. Yeah, that's Shaq. Even the voice. So it's interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. I'm just scrolling back up. Cool. So the space is very bullish, if you're not in a place of being comfortable and ecstatic about the opportunity that you have, or if you're focused on the money that you lost, but if you pull out and look at things from a macro perspective, you will see that you are up way more than you were, way more than you put in. So you should only be grateful. Be thankful that you know about some of these assets. And if they dipped, you buy more. So you lower your cost of entry. We got to play the game smart. It's not rocket science. It's sticking to the fundamentals. And if you don't know these fundamentals, if you don't know these assets to get in on early, get in with the Patreon group. Join us. There's several tiers for you to join if you're new into crypto. We come in here and get you set up. I'm talking about portfolio building from the ground up, from scratch. From scratch. We cooking over here better than your grandma can cook. And that's a fact, because grandma don't lead you to no money. She give you $20 every goddamn birthday, but still don't even want to give you no more than that. This cooking over here, woo! This some goddamn Chef Petroni or Gordon Ramsay or Emerald Lagasse or goddamn. We cooking over here. And the funny thing is, the only people that know that we're really cooking is the people who took the plunge and took the risk to invest in themselves. And, it's funny how many people judge a book by its cover. And I have to talk about this because the very books that you judge can be the very book that can lead you to an opportunity that can change your life. I learned my lessons, and I see how people have to endure and go through theirs to learn theirs. And some of them, they just don't know how lost they are because you don't know what you don't know. Crypto is a funny place. One day you think you're good. Next thing you're gone. Because if you don't have a network of people who you can lean on, where you can bounce your frustrations off of or learn from somebody who made mistakes so you don't have to make them. See, people are not aware of that. They're not thinking. They're just thinking, oh, the hype. I got a lot of money. Let me get it. I'm rich. No, your ass ain't going to make it. You can't make it like that. You have to operate in a certain way in order to get this wealth in crypto. And there's not too many that have done it. You know, I know the ones that have, but there's not too many who have navigated to that. You have a lot of newbies that just pop up wanting to do crypto. Well, you got to sift through these motherfuckers. You got to find the authentic ones so that you can really help be guided so that you can make the changes that you need. Not everybody has your best interest, and you have to be able to understand who's giving out good information and who's just giving out hocus pocus. Go back. I encourage you to go check back through our archive videos because they do say the future, the past is the future. So you go back to the past and see everything that we've laid out because we also just found out that Stellar, where is it? Anyways, basically Stellar is going to be running on the Cosmos blockchain, just like we've always been saying. And it's already been confirmed. Let me find this thing here. Actually found, oh yes, it's right over here. No. But yeah, Stellar it's been confirmed already in a recent article that's out. I don't have it here. I had it up and I somewhere lost it. But yeah, it's already been confirmed, man. All of this is leading where we say it's leading, where we've been calling it. I know there's a lot of confusion about XRP and what it is and Swift and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, Stellar's got that wrapped in a bow. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. And that's just what it is in that regard. But if we don't have any questions, I'm just about to end this because I think I've done my job here tonight, which is to lead and help spread this info. But I would just say keep your eyes peeled, man, because this is going to be moving fast. I know a lot of people think a bear market is coming, and you know, we knew that there would be a crypto winter, right? But see, they get you fixated on a long-term crypto winter. No, just pay attention to what is being said. Winter. When does winter end? Winter ends in April, right? So actually late March, April. So come on now, pay a goddamn attention. Read in between the lines. People hear one damn thing. They hear one message. They only hear what they want to hear out the message. Disregard every fucking thing else. Oh, the CEO of Phantom is leaving. Oh, Phantom is over. How many times have I seen a CEO, a founder of a blockchain, leaving? EOS, Digibyte, Justin Sun with Tron, Brock Pierce with EOS. There's so many of them. But if you pay attention, you'll see that this is a natural evolution to where things are going. They don't need to be in position because they've already laid the foundation for these blockchains to withstand what is going on. See, we have to understand where we're at. This is a new asset class. So things are being rolled out. Most people, and even I wasn't, investing in a startup world or investing in startups, because essentially investing in crypto and blockchain projects, we are investing in startups. So you have to put your VC thinker cap on. That's why I watch, Tim Draper's show. I watch, Shark Tank Australia, all this goddamn Shark Tank. I want all the sharks because I'm a shark and I want to eat. So I watch this because this helps me, put my mind at a different place so that I know what I'm looking for. You have to be able to decipher if these teams are going to be able to, take this project where it needs to be for the win. And it can be difficult because if you don't know what you're looking for, you're going to get got. I've seen it happen over and over again. People think they're going to come in, crypto, I'm about to make millions. Boom! They don't want to touch crypto. Now you mad, you angry at the whole world. It's simple. You have to get with people who know, because or else it's going to take you years in order to figure out how to really operate in crypto. There's no way around it because there's too much of a learning curve. If you really want to capitalize on these gains, if you really want to make the real money, you have to accelerate your learning curve, and you have to do it with people who are trustworthy, who have history, who you can look at their previous calls and everything went all the way up. Got about 70, 80 assets we don't call. And 90.9% of them went all the way up. Oh my God. They tried to play me. I don't know why they tried to play me. Hold on real quick. You should never play me. Anybody who ever doubted me, boy, that's like doubting God. You crazy. You gonna play me. You never doubt the chosen ones, because we're gonna shock you every time.
I said, oh my drink, let me do my dance. I got all of these getting away from the company box.
We're gonna shock you every time. And I don't care how you feel. God knows my heart, and so do my people. We've only been elevating over here, taking things to the next level. And that's all we want to continue to keep doing. Help taking the other people to the next level. I accelerate people's learning curve really quickly. Talking about you invest a certain amount, boy, your shit turn into 50, 20,000, 50 real quick. Because we know what the assets to invest in. And sometimes the timing is just impeccable. It's ferocious. I want to eat you. I want to eat your kids. I want to eat there's no Sonny listen. I'm bullish over here. I don't care. Hey, yes, sir. We're going to keep doing what we do. Yes. Cosmos, Juno, Osmosis. Yeah, we got that. We got all that. We in this thing, you know? We in it to win it.
I got all of these guys on leaving every my man gets straight off the M-way leading, hopped in the room and changed my life. Putting in the work all day in the evenings, why never sleeping, always on work. Getting that thing like David Seaman, talking about feelings, talking about life. Talking about this because I'm as Nigerian, doesn't mean more never green in the white. For the ash, that thing, baby, ash. About that thing, I'm a party. When a man walking on my lap.
Oh, yeah, Gary. Definitely. We're going to keep bringing this. Somebody just said, this guy is a scammer. I signed up for his Patreon and he blocked me within an hour without refund. Okay, so let me tell you why you got blocked, sir. and I don't have to scam, and everybody knows my reputation is good. So you can talk all you want to talk. But if you want your $7.77, I'll be happy to send it to you. But here's why you got blocked, because the updated rate shows you a price of $14.77 clearly. And when you signed up for the Patreon group, you saw a big red sign that said closed, but you still wanted to go and be cheap and join for $7.77. So I blocked you because you're not thinking properly. You understand? It's clearly there in plain sight. So I blocked you. It was nothing personal, and it was just that. If you want to come back in, join the proper way. But if not, it's okay, because this group is not for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. If you come in, you didn't get your refund, it's because you can't get refunds. I can't refund you. You got to take that up with Patreon. So go ahead and do that, sir. But there's nobody scamming here, because I make too many people too much money. So if there's anybody a scammer, it's probably you, young buck. Brando the Wizard. Jamarcus, what's up? Brandon Young, what's up? Elbow cough. I'm in my house. I can cough how I want to cough.
To the past that think I'm a smash. What you know about the life I live, man? Skipping it, real, not living it like. Lockdown's got man looking this.
He asking for a $7.70 refund. You've probably been watching my channel for a very long time, haven't you, sir? You probably made your little $7.77. I'm scamming you for $7.77. Well, why would I do that? Come on, man. But you call me a scammer, so I don't even want you in my Patreon group. You could have came to me correctly. You could have just messaged me, been like, look, man, you know, this, that happened. But see, you try to call me out. You want to make me look like I'm a scammer. I don't want you in the group, bro. Sorry. One spoiled apple can spoil a bunch, and we ain't not having no spoiledness over here.
Oh my drink. Let me do my dance. I got all of these getting away from the fast. Big pop with the cycle shots. Looking at France.
We always try to come from a place of peace, of neutralness. But, you know, sometimes people want to get buck, you know, and you got to meet them. Sometimes you got to meet them where, yeah, you try to fly high, but sometimes they want to take you low.
I got all of these eyes on me when I do my dance. I said, hold my drink. Let me do my dance. I got all of these getting away from
$7.77 ain't doing me no favors. I'm trying to help you. I don't understand how people and why people always want to challenge the messenger, somebody that has been divinely called to help guide people in crypto to success. But people always want to try to challenge and, you know, go against some of the things they bring forth just to try to make this person look bad. Why? I know I look good. I make crypto look sexy, and I make people money, and I make money. And we're doing this from the goodness of our heart, and we know we're moving in the right place. So if people from the outside world want to sit there and judge, that's only a testament to your destiny. And your destiny is not where you think it's going to be. And that's just what it is. Because sometimes we have to go through certain trials and tribulations. And those trials and tribulations may keep us on the path of brokenness for some time. I had to endure it. Living at the, trust me. And some of you probably already heard my stories. And I tell you, I was home. I actually was talking to my daughter the other night and showing her a place where I was living in my car at. And, you know, just to see where I was and where I came, man, it's a blessing, man. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. And I'm so thankful. And God knows, because I give my praises behind the scenes. I don't do this shit for people. But I just have to tell you, man, that if you are a good steward of what comes to you, you're talking about finances. If you can just find the discipline to Just pour into yourself, pour in. You are only helping your future self. I'm telling you, I saw this happen in my past, and everything I was doing then was leading me to this very moment. And there's not nobody on YouTube or nobody in life that's gonna steal my joy, because I done been to the bottom, from the pit to the palace, like AB said. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna only keep going up, and we want the right people to go up with us, not people who just immediately calling me a scammer. Come find out why I did block you, because I blocked a couple people, and it has nothing to do with just blocking people. It has everything to do with business. And sometimes when we're moving prices up due to inflation, as you see everything going up, the price of tea has to go up. You don't mind paying $20 for a 10-piece Wingstop through DoorDash, but you got a problem with ladies and gentlemen, in life we have to give, not only for the people but for yourself, because it's a transaction and it's continuous. And if you are somebody that just holds out, stays on the sidelines, you're not fulfilling these transactions that you need in order to progress you, to help progress you. All you're doing is staying in the same place, thinking and doing and operating the same ways. We got to change. We got to elevate. We got to evolve. We got to stay vigilant. We got to adapt. Many people are not adapting. And crypto, boy, you have to adapt. If you want to sit here and stick to these same coin narratives, bank this, bank that, and avoid all this real shit that's being built out, you're crazy. You are crazy. There's too much confirmation on where everything is moving. And we got to be Jimmy on the money. Now, let's see what a couple people were saying over here. Brando is no scammer, bro. He said, damn, dude, just lost millions for calling Brando a scammer. Yeah, I don't want him in my group. Definitely not a scammer. If that's the case, he scammed my wallet by fattening it up into the upper 100K range. Laughing my ass off. Appreciate that truth, Lake and Drake. Uber had me in my car a few times as well. It sucks. I was blocked also, but I wasn't being cheap. I just don't always go on your Patreon. I tried upgrading, but I can't even do that. You're not a scammer, but I was blocked also. I tried upgrading. So message me. I blocked you because I gave plenty warning and heads up notice on the group. We're talking about I gave a couple months on the increase from $7.77 to $14.77. I've given out messages on Patreon, private messages on the Telegram, and there was about 20 people who disregarded all of that. So you were probably one of those 20 that got blocked. And there was nothing personal. It was just business. I can't allow people to, have free lunch and not update as everybody else is updating their price tier. So if you want to get back in, I'll definitely entertain that for sure. I don't want a refund. Who said that? Scam me into H-bar profits. Go, Brando. Thank you, my brother. That's all good. Why didn't you just message him to go to the next tier instead of automatically blocking him? Didn't you just hear what I just said? I messaged everybody. Everybody got a message. They disregarded it. That's why. So when prices increase and we gave a cutoff date and you didn't meet the date, you get cut off. It's just like you got a goddamn internet bill or your electric bill. If you don't pay the bill on time at the right price, your ass gets cut off. I don't understand why that's a problem. Like I owe you something. I don't owe you anything. I'm doing a service. People, man, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Everybody act like you owe them something. You're entitled. That's why people can't get ahead, because of entitlement issues. We got to break that shit. We got to understand that nobody owes you shit. I had to get it out all by myself. Nobody helped me. I had to learn all this by myself, piecing it together. So just understand, I'm not coming from a place of, angst or, I'm against you or anybody. I don't have no emotions in regard to business or even when I blocked people. It's just you didn't follow the rules. Sorry, we got to go. We're moving up. Everybody can't go. Everybody's not going to make it because there's certain transactions that are going to be required to maintain. And if people cannot do that, I'm sorry. Everybody else did. If you're in crypto to make money, you have to stay updated. You can't just go on breaks. This shit is moving too fast. You miss a week, that's fucking through 2 months in crypto. You miss a month, you know how much you're missing? You can't do that unless you just got it like that. But, mostly I'm dealing with people who are coming from where I came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got a little chunk of money that you're trying to play with and turn it into something. Everybody comes in at different rates. But whatever rate, we can get to the bag. One of my top students, I'm not going to say who he is or her, but I will say this, the top one, he made over 10 million. And I know he lied. How you do that? He did it. We get into the bag. And the requirements that we're asking for is only a fee, a spiritual fee that you're paying. You're not paying it towards me. You're paying it towards your destiny. The transaction that you want, you got to make. And it may come from somebody else. It could come. But there's few of me in crypto. There's only one, actually. Tell me somebody else that's like me. I haven't seen him yet. I don't know where he is. Show him to me because I've been looking for him. That's why I had to step up and fulfill this lane that was wide open. There was nobody who wanted to be authentic and bring truth. Really. The macro point of view and to really show you how we can make this money. Turn nothing into something. Show me where they at. They're not out there. So, it is what it is. He says, don't even try explaining to these folks, man. They used to handouts and no backlash. Of course they're used to handouts. There's no more fucking handouts over here. You want a handout, go to goddamn Papa John's or go to Sam's Club. They give you all the goddamn free samples you want. They might not even do that anymore. Well, maybe they did because they lifted the mask mandate. So you're good. So, yeah, Brando. Yeah, I made 100K with SeekVR. LOL, I like Brando. It's just so much going on. I wasn't aware of the upgrade. I'll pay the increase. I'm blocked, though. How can I contact you? What is your email? All of my contact is normally in the video. So if you go to like a previous video, just look. You'll see my Twitter, IG. Message me on either one of those and give me your name that you had on Patreon. I'll remove the block and I'll allow you to come back in. But that dude who called me a scammer, you can't come back. I watch 20 YouTubers and follow 10 Discords. LOL, it's a lot. Damn. I hope they're giving you top-notch info because I can't follow that many no more. Honestly. I'm trying to be well diversified. No, I feel you. You have to be diversified. Have to be. But listen, I'm about to head out. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you got something out this. And all we want to do is keep providing info that is leading people to wealth and life-changing freedom. And I think it's possible. And I think it's really possible, especially now, especially where we are, especially coming from when I came in 2016 to where we are now and seeing the growth and how things have rapidly been built out, and all of the changes, the token swaps, the migrations still happening. But just to see where this is all evolving, I'm telling you, time is ticking. If you're not in position, boy, you're going to wish you did. And you're going to wish you knew the right ones to get into, because I'm telling you, it's about to blow. This was not a bad thing, this executive order. This was a good thing. This was a positive thing. This is something that is going to lead us to where we need to be. More money is pouring into this market, which means the market cap is going to increase. And just like that, you know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Investigate truth on your own terms. There you go.